All right, so here are the top 10 traits that the world's richest men have in common. Today we're examining Warren Buffett. I love me some Warren Buffett, man. I love this guy. And John D. Rockefeller. All right, guys, so I like to study great people. I like to read biographies. This gives you a great ability to kind of extend your mental reach. Today, what we're talking about are how these guys got rich and the traits that got them there. All right, so trait number one, both of these guys were frugal to a fault. All right, John D. Rockefeller, here's a story about him. After he became rich, whenever he received a package, he would actually save the paper and the strings that was used to wrap that package. All right, Warren Buffett was said to have spent 10 to 15 minutes trying to find change for a quarter in an airport one day. All right, so you got to think why that is. These guys already have billions of dollars or the equivalent of it back in the day. Why would they spend any effort in doing this when they have all the money in the world? Well, the reason why it's from that trait of being frugal. You have to continue to exercise that trait and that skill even after you become rich so that you can keep your money. That's how you get there and that's how you stay there. Trait number two, and this is the exact opposite of being frugal personally. In business, when they saw a good opportunity, they start off cautious, they learn about the opportunity, and then they throw as much money as they can when they think it's a good bet. And it's weird because it's such a paradoxical trait to how they are in person. Trait number three, both of them had business partners. Warren Buffett's business partner is Charlie Munger. John D. Rockefeller had several partners throughout his career. And that's personally something that I want to work more on in the future. It just allows you to shore up your weaknesses or make your strengths even greater. All right, trait number four, both of them were really good at accounting. Accounting is the language of business. This is how you make sure that you're making profit, where you stand in all of your operations, and it allows you to see if anyone's screwing around with your money. So this is a skill that I have a decent amount of knowledge in. I'm gonna spend more effort getting better at accounting simply because after reading both of their biographies, this is one of their core skills. Characteristic number five, both of them were nuts about interest rates. They had a deep understanding of what type of investments would yield which type of interest rates, where they stood with their current investments, and the opportunity cost between one investment and another. So this is something they were very knowledgeable about. This is something you can learn by learning about economics, skill in a specific business, where you can deploy your money the best way. I think it's a very important skill to understand interest rates, return on investment. All this stuff comes with experience and reading investment style material. All right, trait number six. This is something I thought was really interesting about these guys. Essentially, they spent their entire life trying to stockpile money, and at the end, they're giving it all away. So John D. Rockefeller, he's already dead, so he did that. Warren Buffett is pledged to give away 99% of their wealth. Really interesting if you think about it. They kind of have like a dual, almost like a split personality, so to speak. Trait number seven, this is something I really appreciate. They are anti-hustling style people. If you look online, like Grant Cardone and Gary Vee, they were like, hustle, 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 you gotta hustle. These guys were actually, they never exerted themselves, but they were able to create their life in such a way where it's kind of like a marathon on a day-by-day basis. They're able to move forward and use that positive momentum that they build over a lifetime rather than trying to grunt it out, fight it out every day to kind of break through. They've achieved this over a lifetime long. It's something to think about. They're more about working smart, but also putting in the due diligence up front day by day to maintain that positive growth. All right, and trait number eight, I thought this was interesting. Neither of these guys considered themselves to be geniuses or even smart. John D. Rockefeller said his biggest trait was not his intelligence. He actually failed all of his actual former schooling. He said his best trait was the fact that he was reliable. All right, so it's not about intelligence, although obviously these guys are both very smart. Really, the key factor here is the fact that they are reliable and mentally stable. Trait number nine, this is one of the things I admire most about both of these guys. They are able to excel in an environment of fear. All right, so when the markets are tanking, everyone's freaking out, everyone's thinking short term. These guys have the mental calmness, the self-confidence, and the know-how to just swoop right in like a vulture and scoop up assets on the cheap where everyone is freaking the freak out. So this is one of those things I really admire about these guys. This is a skill. This is something they've honed in over time to develop this calm mental attitude. It's not like they're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to be calm today. This is something they've built over an entire lifetime. I admire this so much about these guys and something that I work on a daily basis. Last but not least, I think this is actually the most important Trait number 10, they had very, very good habits. Neither of them drank. They avoided the nightlife. They avoid big social gatherings. They're kind of introverted. They focus all of their energy on developing themselves, making smart moves. And if you look at all their success, it all had to do with their various habits. All right, deadbeats, so those are the top 10 traits. Hopefully you found some value. Now, if you want to start making money, one of the best avenues right now, I think, is online business. So I do have a free guide available. That's at deadbeatuniversity.com/guide. And this will walk you through step-by-step how to create an online business from scratch so that in the future, sometime in the future, you may just be the next richest man in the world and sitting right next there to John D. Rockefeller and Warren Buffett. All right, guys. So with that said, my name is Dan Brock, the Deadbeat Super Affiliate. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification button so you're notified of all the online business tutorials that I release when I release them. Also, share this video with your friends. There's a button somewhere here, and comment below. I'm happy to help. My name is Dan Brock, the Deadbeat Super Affiliate, and it's time for me to go take a nap. I'll see you deadbeats later.